One of the situations that I have come across recently in selling real estate is a father had a house over in Bean Station and he passed away. His children, he had a son and a daughter, they both lived about 4 to 6 hours away. So they had came into town to kind of sort through dad's things, and they reached out to me because they knew that neither one of them wanted the house and they wanted to sell it. But they didn't even know where to start. They didn't know who to call for a probate attorney in this area. They weren't sure if they could even sell the house before probate was released. So I went over, met with them. We talked about some very simple things they could do to help increase the sellability of that house. Now, it did sit in a subdivision that overlooked the lake. It had a great lake view. They had a huge deck out on front of the house that maximized that view. But the house needed a good pressure washing to get the outside cleaned up. It needed paint in several of the rooms. And really clearing out the father's belongings was going to be a big job for them, just to get rid of everything and make it look more open, more spacious for when buyers came through. I also gave them a recommendation for a probate attorney that's here in Morristown. And I told them normally what will happen is you will need to have the probate open, but we can go ahead, list the house, get it under contract, and sell it. But the probate attorney would have to hold those funds in escrow until probate closes. That just means they don't get their money until the probate closed out, and probate normally takes 90 to 120 days. They did what I had asked them to do, and they opened the probate on their father's estate, and we launched the listing. Now, interest rates kind of took a little jump up during that time period. So it took a little bit longer than we thought, but we were able to get it sold for them, and they were ecstatic because I had made the process very simple for them. And anytime they had a question, all they had to do was call or text me, and I was able to help them out with anything that came up along the way. So if you've never handled a real estate transaction due to a death, maybe in your family where you're the executor, it will be confusing and it can seem overwhelming for you. And you've got a whole other plethora of emotions and issues that you're dealing with. When it comes to the real estate, reach out to me. I'm a professional. I've done several deals like this where we had a probate involved. I can hold your hand and guide you through every step of that process and get you closed with the least amount of stress possible. I'm Amy Shrader with RE/MAX Real Estate 10.